Hi, I'm Amy. I'm an associate producer here at Discovery News. And this week, the story that brought out both your angriest and your funniest comments was this one. Chupacabra legend inspired by horror film Beast. Before we published the story, we let it be known on Facebook that we had breaking news coming up about one of the greatest monster myths of all time. And you guys started guessing as to what monster you thought the story was going to be about. Gian guessed Godzilla. Gabriel guessed warlocks. Zara wanted the story to be about fire-breathing dragons. And finally, Jason guessed the Easter Bunny. But when we finally got around to revealing the big Chupacabra news, we got some of the angriest responses of the week. Andrew said, "No legitimate source of news should ever have the caps lock status, Chupacabra news coming soon. This should be covered in Journalism 101. But most of you really just had one-word responses for us. Steven started it off with fake. James continued with yawn. Carrie chimed in with boo. Ivalo with crap. Marcos gave us a good laugh. Jerry said blah. And finally, I get the impression that we bored James so much, he didn't even have a full word for us, only the letter Z. Clearly, this got some of you worked up. So we wanted to give Discovery News' Ben Radford, and also the researcher behind this announcement, a chance to respond to some of your comments.
Hey, this is Discovery News columnist Ben Radford, author of Tracking the Chupacabra. I've got lots of great feedback from a lot of readers who are interested in my solving the Chupacabra mystery, and I've also gotten lots of questions. One of them is this really news? And I would argue, yes, it is. If somebody had proven the existence of Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster, that would be news. And I think that proving that the Chupacabra almost certainly doesn't exist is also news. I mean, this is the world's third best known monster in the world, and it's known around the world. So I think that's significant. Another question I got was I disappointed when I was able to trace the Chupacabra back to a 1995 film called Species? And the answer is no. I mean, I thought it was awesome. It was fascinating to be able to pinpoint the exact origin of such a widely known monster and creature. It's unusual that you can actually do that. And another question I got asked was, why is it important for science to examine these sorts of things? And I think there's a couple reasons. One of them is that people believe in these things, even though many Discovery News many Discovery News folks may not believe in them, many people do. And therefore, this is not too silly to look at. Whether they're real things or unreal things is in a way irrelevant, because it's all within the realm of science, and things need to be figured out. So that's part of the answer.
Thank you, Ben, for your response. Changing topics, on to the story that you have to check out this week. It's this one. Vladimir Komarov, the unsung space hero. It's the story of one of the first Russian cosmonauts, and he went on a doomed space flight, and he knew he was going to die, and it's one of the most tragic and heroic stories you will ever read. So that's it for this week. Keep your comments coming, angry, funny, or otherwise. I read them all. And check back next week to see if we're highlighting your comments. Until then, have a great weekend.